EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Lucas Oil Stadium.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, San Francisco.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Here's Mack. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Day coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this back to the 20.
What's up, bro?
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go. Quit talking about it and play it.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Lucas Oil Stadium.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, man, boy. Ain't you in a game, boy? I'm about to say, you got enough first stats in the party check play against.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that.
What do you want me to tell?
Your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
In the party.
On a lead and play that way. That
In
doesn't
the
work too
party.
well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd.
Well, I about to say, why you can't do it? I'm over here. The clock on my side. And I send my invite.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
I was saying, shoot, my shot clock ticking down and everything like that.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Shit.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Boy, I ain't trying to run with no.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y.
Kill him, baby.
On to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
T.Y. Hilton
love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Playing against the what's his name? Hey. Not mad, boy.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got this down to the
Not
35.
mad, boy. Play against the
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Want to give me 1 second.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nick Bosa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Why not? Why not?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Brissett steps away. Opted to run for it. The decision.
Go to the party and click on freaking play together, and you can play the host.
But didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off.
Go to the part chat where you can see everybody's name
5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first.
Yeah, it should be the first one.
Brissett on first down.
Yeah.
And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, click host.
Physical
And then click on his name.
football there, and it's
Not,
second down.
not me, not
Didn't have the
on
receiver
Mike.
open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too
Not
tight.
Mike.
Unable to
Not
find
man
anyone
boy. No,
open.
dude.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brissett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the catch made by Hilton. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also moved the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4
I ain't playing with my
on
team
first,
this
and that'll
game.
make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz
Playing
even
with
on
the coach.
run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those
Yeah.
offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yep.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Matt. Somebody named Matt.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively.
Better watch me and
Nothing
Mike
on the
play there if
scoreboard.
he ain't
That's
coming.
not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's
Click
face
on my
it,
name.
you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game.
Put
The
this
energy
part check,
level
click on
hasn't
my
been
name
there
and watch
right from
Sean.
the start. We've
Here we go.
noticed
Last
that
year.
they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 41, Garoppolo. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I
Said
often
what?
talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite
I
a
don't
bit.
understand
but
what you're saying.
Only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Kill. Turn it up. Rotate. Kill
On play action, Brissett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back.
The kick is good, boy.
Number 3.
Kick is
Second
good.
half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They go right back to Mack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line. Hey, man, watch the boot.
On 2nd down.
Go in now, boy. Go in now.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll go again here with Matt. And he has
Go in now, boy. Go in now, boy.
At the 5. They'll run here with Mack. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple.
Right down his damn throat.
3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right?
Give me that ball, boy.
Extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case,
hey, this is what I'm going to do with the mad boy. I don't know if Mike ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This is Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. 180! It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches
everywhere.
Quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep, and that'll wind up incomplete.
You see that, man? 1 for 6 for 17 yards, 3 interceptions.
Another wayward pass.
You see that defense
in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
Did you see that defense?
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Mack. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. On first down, it's Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here I come again.
Brissett sets to throw it. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Colts on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Damn, catch the ball, my nigga.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Garoppolo again. Completes it to Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Tell them
Now
40
from the
downs,
7,
I'm
here's
everywhere.
second and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone got 4 down.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No. They haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this kick is good. The flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Nah, I took the kick out instead.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A run by Mack to start the drive. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. 33 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays coming to the NFL.
Give me the Mac. Give me the Mac. Give me the Mac.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
I don't want to hear that bull,
Extra
Jack.
speed allowed for great penetration.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I went to school on your ass. That's what happened.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. So this one winds up in Indianapolis.
You already know who the player of the game was.
It was a defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winning.